Hello and welcome to USA News. In today's video, we're diving deep into a significant political development, Vice President Kamala Harris's decision to select Tim Walz. We'll be analyzing the implications of this choice, the potential benefits and drawbacks, and how it might impact the political landscape moving forward. Stay tuned for an in-depth discussion, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with the latest news and analyses. Let's get started. The selection of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as a potential vice presidential candidate for Kamala Harris highlights the significant influence of social media in modern political campaigns. Walz's candidacy has gained considerable traction, largely due to his strategic use of social media and frequent appearances on national news networks. One of the pivotal moments that boosted Walz's visibility was his critique of former President Donald Trump and GOP VP candidate JD Vance. Labeling them as weird, this comment resonated with many, capturing attention on social media and drawing endorsements from influential figures such as Beto O'Rourke and David Hogg. Walz's relatable persona, characterized by his background as a high school teacher, football coach, and National Guard veteran, has further endeared him to a broad audience. His ability to communicate effectively with rural and small-town communities has been particularly noted by political analysts. Moreover, Walz's success in advancing progressive policies in Minnesota, such as codifying abortion rights and restoring voting rights, has solidified his standing within the Democratic Party. However, his liberal track record could be a double-edged sword, potentially alienating moderate voters in swing states. The potential VP candidacy of Walz underscores the transformative power of social media in shaping political narratives and influencing public opinion. His adept use of these platforms has not only elevated his profile but also demonstrated the importance of digital engagement in contemporary politics.
Benefits and drawbacks of choosing Tim Walz first. Benefit 1. Widespread support from community and influential figures. Tim Walz has garnered support from several influential figures such as Beto O'Rourke and David Hogg, bolstering his credibility and trust among voters. Walz's background as a teacher, football coach, and National Guard veteran enables him to connect with rural and small-town communities effectively too. Effective use of social media. Walz's strategic use of social media and frequent appearances on national news networks have helped him reach and make a positive impression on a large number of voters, which is crucial in today's digital age. 3. Progressive achievements. Walz has successfully advanced progressive policies in Minnesota, such as codifying abortion rights and restoring voting rights, strengthening his standing within the Democratic Party.
The second, drawbacks. 1. Perception of being too liberal. Walz's progressive track record, while supported within the Democratic Party, might make him appear too liberal to voters in swing states where the electorate tends to be more moderate. This could negatively impact his ability to attract votes from moderate and conservative voters. 2. Criticism and attacks from opponents. Walz has been a target of attacks from the Republican Party and former President Donald Trump. These criticisms can diminish his support and increase political polarization.
Similarities between Tim Walz and JD Vance Trump's choice. 1. Effective use of social media. Both Tim Walz and JD Vance leverage social media to reach voters and spread their messages widely. Walz uses these platforms to enhance his image and gain attention, while Vance similarly uses them to connect with conservative voters and promote his political views too. Appearances on national news networks. Both candidates regularly appear on national news networks to increase their visibility and reach a large audience. This helps them maintain public attention and convey important policy messages. 3. Utilizing personal backgrounds to connect with voters. Walz and Vance both use their personal stories and backgrounds to resonate with voters. Walz highlights his roles as a teacher, football coach, and veteran, while Vance emphasizes the challenges faced by rural Americans through his book Hillbilly Elegy. 4. Gaining support from influential figures. Both Walz and Vance receive endorsements from influential figures within their respective parties. This support not only bolsters their positions but also expands their political influence. 5. Creating strong political divides. Both candidates create significant political divides. Walz, with his progressive policies, and Vance, with his conservative views, each attract strong support from loyal voters but also generate considerable opposition from those with differing views. These similarities illustrate that regardless of political leanings, effective social media presence, communication skills, and support from influential figures are crucial factors for enhancing one's image and gaining voter support in the contemporary political landscape.
Differences between Tim Walz and JD Vance, Trump's choice. 1. Public image. A. Tim Walz. Background and style. Tim Walz is often seen as approachable and relatable, leveraging his background as a teacher, football coach, and National Guard veteran to connect with a diverse range of voters, particularly in rural and small-town communities. His style is perceived as genuine and down-to-earth. Progressive policies. Walz has a track record of supporting progressive policies such as codifying abortion rights and restoring voting rights, which resonates well with liberal and progressive voters but may be viewed as too left-leaning by more moderate or conservative constituencies. B. JD Vance, background and style. JD Vance, a best-selling author of Hillbilly Elegy and venture capitalist, is known for his narrative of overcoming adversity in rural America. His public image is strongly tied to his personal story and the themes of his book, which appeal to a broad spectrum of conservative voters. Conservative policies. Vance espouses conservative viewpoints on immigration, taxation, and social issues, aligning closely with Trump's agenda. His policies cater to the base of the Republican Party, which supports a strong, traditionalist stance on various national issues.
2. Political strategy. Tim Walz, community engagement. Walz's strategy often involves grassroots engagement and fostering connections at the local level. His history in public service and education gives him credibility and relatability, enhancing his appeal to voters who prioritize community and service-oriented leadership. National media presence. While Walz is active on social media, his approach is to build a positive and inclusive image. He aims to reach a wide audience through respectful and constructive dialogue. B. JD Vance, media and communication. Vance's strategy leverages his media presence as an author and commentator to build a narrative around his political platform. He uses his book and subsequent media appearances to articulate his conservative views and attract voters who feel represented by his story alignment with Trump. By aligning closely with Trump, Vance aims to tap into the former president's substantial base of support. His policies and rhetoric often reflect Trump's agenda, aiming to mobilize the same voter base that propelled Trump to victory.
3. Voter appeal. A. Tim Walz, progressive base. Walz's appeal is strongest among progressive and liberal voters who support his stance on social and economic issues. His inclusive approach and focus on community values help him gain trust among diverse voter groups. Potential challenges. His progressive policies might be less appealing to swing voters in more conservative or moderate regions, potentially limiting his broad-based appeal in a national election. B. JD Vance, conservative base. Vance appeals to conservative and right-leaning voters, particularly those who feel alienated by the political establishment. His personal story of overcoming hardship resonates with voters who value resilience and self-reliance. Broad appeal. Vance's alignment with Trump and his clear conservative stance might polarize voters, making it challenging to attract moderate or undecided voters who are wary of extreme political positions. These differences highlight the contrasting approaches and appeal of Tim Walz and JD Vance, illustrating the diverse strategies and policies that shape their political landscapes.